Once you have the app all set up, what we're going to do is jump over to the programs, right? And we're going to go ahead and get the first one set up. So there's A through D, so 4 different program slots. Really the reason why you need these are if there's different days and sections that you want to have specific areas of your yard to be watered. Typically, this isn't something being used by most people. This happens once in a while if you've got some shrubs or other things you do differently. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. We'll just start with the A, and we're going to go ahead and turn that on. All right. The way that we're going to go ahead and do this now is we have this whole section. We're going to go ahead and we're going to name that program. All right. So typically people can name it program A, first program. So we'll just call that program A. All right. Then we're going to go to start time, which is here. And when we go ahead and click start time, we're going to pick the time that you want to. I'd recommend doing something pretty early in the morning unless you know that there is better pressure at a different time. So we'll just do this at, let's say, 1 in the morning. Okay. Perfect. So that just got our start time. Now you can add multiple start times if you're trying to have something water more than once in a day. I wouldn't recommend doing that unless there's some special circumstance. To do that, you would just go right back in and hit and add another start time. Then come down, you're going to check that this clock matches the name. Ours is the Smart Outdoor Timer. And then we're going to go ahead and click on where it says modify or add zones. Now we know that this one we have 5 zones, so you can decide on this specific program how many you want to run. And we'll just add the plus button. And every time you add the plus button, you can decide how long they run for. So in this case, you've got your minutes, seconds, and hours. So if we want to change it for how many hours, just click on the hours button, time, minutes, or seconds, whichever. And as you move it, you can move this blue bar or this blue circle and fill it in. It's going to give you more time, less time. When everything looks good, go ahead and push the green check mark. Then we'll go through each of those as we can see. Once everything's taken care of, everything looks good, go ahead and hit done. Double check. I like to always double check here. This is your zones. Everything looks good. Then you can go down and click on which days. So depending on if you've got any water regulations or anything, you can pick and decide what one you want to do, or if you're already thinking every other day. What's nice is that you don't have to, it's smart enough that you can kind of figure it out, so you can decide weekdays, even, odd, interval, whatever it means, whatever you want. So go ahead and hit odd days. Then on here, water budget, I just keep that at 100. That's just the amount of water going, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. And when you're done, always make sure to hit save, because if you don't, it will erase everything. So go ahead and hit save. Perfect. And we're back at the beginning where you can see it says program A, and it's on. That's the one thing you want to make sure is that everything is on and running.